I am Vicky, I'm a holistic vet and I practice under Holistic Vet Vicky. So today we're running a Titre testing clinic. We've got around 30 dogs coming today.
I've come here to ProDog Raw today to see Dr. Vicky Simon to find out what my dog's immunity levels are. This isn't the first time our dog's had a Titre test. He had one about 3 years ago that told us that his immunity was at a good level, so we're just having it checked again just to make sure that he doesn't need any further vaccinations. Tango works in a primary school setting, so his primary job is pretty much in charge of well-being in the school. So we have him Titre tested just to make sure that his immunity is high enough to work in a busy environment like a school. Dog owners are told that vaccinations are the only way, but vaccinations aren't the only way. So actually it's really important to find out if your dog's immunity level is high enough. They don't have to be vaccinated.
When dogs come in for the Titre test, what happens is they come in with the owners, a little bit of meet and greet, do some treats, do some chatting, just to let everyone settle, de-stress. Then what we do is we take the blood from the front leg, put a bit of spirit on so the leg gets a bit wet and cold, take the blood, pop it in the blood tube and the nurse just holds the leg firmly. Then I take the bloods back to my practice, run the tests, and then I email out the results once I've got them all ready, explain what the results mean and what that means people need to do with their dog in terms of vaccinating or not. I usually recommend dogs are Titre tested every 3 years, so that falls in line with sort of how we would vaccinate for these diseases. So if you have a good, strong, positive result, then that should last you through to 3 years' time. Sometimes you can get a borderline result, and if that happens, then I'd chat it through with the owner and then maybe we would Titre test a year later.
The Titre test went really well. It was really simple, quick, effective. They didn't have to shave his fur and they just drew a little bit of blood off while he was munching on the lovely treats that they gave him.
For puppies, if they've already had their puppy vaccines generally, then effectively any time from a month after those puppy vaccines you can Titre test them. So if you're Titre testing as soon after the puppy vaccines as you can, you're basically checking that they worked. And if they worked, they should last for 3 years anyway.
I've come to ProDog Raw today because you're offering Titre tests, and I just love the fact that there's an alternative for my dogs so that I'm not having to put chemicals in their bodies when it's not needed. This particular dog's had 3 Titre tests now and hasn't had a vaccination since he was 1 year old.
So if you have suddenly decided that you want to start Titre testing your dog, the easiest thing to do is to first get in touch with your regular vet. If you're in the southwest and you want to come to one that I'm running, I always post about them on my Facebook page and I do them in various places, including at my own practice. First place to ask is always your vets, and then have a little look for holistic vets or other holistic animal places around and try and find out from there.